Rare Books USA online sales monthly report, April 2026. Hello, everyone. It's the end of the month again, so we're going to go over my stats, my sales, and my performance for the month. To christen off with Gematria, art sells antique and vintage books equals 333 in English ordinal. Highly powerful number in my life. And we have book reseller equals 137 in English ordinal as well, which is the 33rd prime. If you're interested in learning more about Gematria, please check out my primary channel, Data Productions Media. Link in the description or comment section below to learn more. Now moving on, Rare Books USA, eBay, Etsy, and whatnot stores are subsidiaries of Data Productions Media. This is our earnings report style monthly updates. We track sales, expenses, and future business advancements. And for 2026, my forward guidance that I set out for myself, the goal I want to hit or exceed is $70,000 in revenue. We will see what happens. We will see if we have to guide up, but I'm going to be pretty firm and not guiding down. So let's really get into the monthly sales. So Rare Books USA monthly sales report for April. And, you know, there's actually a whole host of things that have actually happened to me this month. And I really can't get into it all this month, but I'll slowly drip it out over time, the month, because it was really transformational. And it wasn't really in regards to sales. The sales are good this month, but really on my structure of my store, right? So before I get into what the sales were this month on eBay and Etsy, I want to talk about my eBay store structure. So I'll give you a little bit of insight in it. I essentially asked ChatGPT, look at my store, my eBay store, and, you know, what do you think about it? What can I improve on? What do you like? And one of the bigger things it said I can improve on was focusing on making store categories myself on my eBay store instead of eBay sanctioned categories. And, you know, thus far, I've enjoyed that. I've been fiddling with it for the last couple days. You know, I started creating more of a holistic store brand vibe. So hopefully my follower count not only goes up, but as I add more books to the store, the ecosystem gets better. And then even though I still want to list quite a bit and add books to my inventory and keep good inventory, if I have a good storefront within eBay and people get lost in my store because it's aesthetically pleasing, they can find things, collectors can easily search, that helps long term, and that helps for sales without promotional fees either too, right? If you have somebody that just comes back to your store without tapping on a promoted listing, they'll just buy from you. And so that's something that we'll be talking about later on as the year goes on. But I think focusing on this, building up the great storefront and categories is going to help me get to my $70,000 goal and get me to the goal of $10,000 a month in revenue. So I wanted to bring that up real quick. Now getting into the eBay sales. So as obviously I still have you know, this day left of April 30th, but we're doing the video now. I'm sitting at $4,829.85. I sold 122 items this month on eBay. My average sales price was $39.59, which I think is an all-time record for me. Wow, I could use that in my future. Give me 100 more books at that at $40 ASP, please. Okay. Give me that. That was great to see. Yeah. So and then for the year, I'm at $18,727.70 on eBay. for the year thus far. Now, going over to Etsy, for the month of April, I did $527.07. And for the year on Etsy, I have done $1,925.14. And so when you add it up for April sales, my apologies, it's supposed to be eBay, Etsy, April 2026 sales. I get $5,356.92. So it's a pretty solid month. I've been trending in the $5,000 range monthly for a while now. And so now it's time to kick it up a notch. I need to get to 7. I want to get to 8, 9, 10. And, building out store categories is going to help me get there and build a good following. But obviously, we're in the springtime. War still going on. Inflation, things are more expensive in general. And collectibles and books are a secondary item. They're discretionary. It's to the person's discretion. They're not staples. Even though books are staples in society, collectible books is a discretionary item. So that's something that we have to, as sellers, think about. But with that all being said, good numbers still, healthy, growing, and such. So yeah, April 2026 sales, $5,356.92. Now, when we add all that in from what I've actually done this year in total, I've done $20,625.84 over the first 4 months of January, February, March, April. And so that comes out to $5,156.46. So then when I times that by 12, if I just stayed firm like that over a 12-month period for this year, that comes out to $61,877.52. So almost $62,000. So, okay, where am I getting that extra $8,000 from? Obviously, during Christmas time and holiday season, I'm going to see an uptick in sales. I might even see a double. Am I going to pick up November and December that 8,000? Am I? I'm not leaving it to chance. I'm still growing the store. I'm still trying to get better and get there naturally, right? I'm not trying to utilize Q4 bump as a sign of success, right? Or like a large sign of success. Yeah, we want to do great that time, but everyone's doing better that time. I want to make sure we're doing great all year round consistently, right? And so that's what I'm thinking about. So where am I really going to pick up that $8,000 from to get to that 70,000 revenue mark? So we have plenty of more months to go. We're about to be at month 5, and things don't get spicy for the Q4 until month 10. I mean, at the very earliest, and even after Halloween. So we got a long way to go, a lot of growth to go, a lot more books to sell, and I'm really excited. Now, moving forward, fundamentals and financials. Overall, I mean, the assets moved up a little bit because I did take out an extra eBay seller flexible cash advance loan because I just finished it off. What we'll talk about in a video that you'll see here shortly. Just go to my Rare Books USA YouTube channel, and then you'll see it. It's going to be scheduled by the time you look at this video. So yeah, I've talked about my experience with that. So I redid it. So I have some more cash on hand now, which is nice. The profit and loss, I'm very stringent. I'm very stringent with that. So the net income right now was $22.93. You have to understand, April was a big, expensive month for me. I went to Boise, which was a lot of expenses. We got great books, but I traveled to Boise with my girlfriend. There was a lot of great sales. I just went to this estate sale last weekend, and I spent over $100 on books, but I got so many books. I spent and it was under $1 a book, which was nice. Signed memorabilia, signed posters, signed country singer photos. So I paid up for a lot of things, and so in May, my expenses should be getting cut back a lot, but I do have a lot of inventory. I do got a list. So that turnover should be really nice. So again, it's good to see net income. And this is again with me paying off my car loan and stuff like that. So we're still really good, treading above water. It should be getting better. And I'm excited because with these new different changes, I've adjusted my promotion a little bit. I've updated that, going up a little higher because I have a better ROI on it within the book industry. And so, yeah, with my zero account, they say I have a nice cash runway of 6 months and cash buffer 2 months. Again, when the cash starts rolling in after the expenses kind of taper off in May, we should be looking solid, and that should be going up.